All right, good morning, everybody. Saturday morning. It's cold out here in the shop. I even had the heat going on all night long, and it's still cold out here. Well, I say cold, it's 60 degrees in here, which, in the summertime it's going to be really, really nice, but yeah, it's cold. It was 27 when I got up this morning. Good morning to Dana, Rune, Anthony, Ronald, Bears back. Let's see, Dave Addion, everybody. Yeah, I think that's everybody. But good morning, folks. We're back again. Second day in a row. Yeah, pretty good week. The cooking yesterday turned out fairly decent. Dried out the turkey a little bit. Oh well, it's still edible. Still tastes good. Mashed potatoes and stuffing came out good. Gravy had no lumps in it, so yeah, it was pretty good. All right, live audio and video are good. Awesome, cool. But yeah, that's about all I did yesterday. Well, that, and I did some of my online police training I have to get done before the end of the year, which is what I'll be doing later today. It's boring. It's all the legal stuff that you have to pay attention to and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, still made 100 on the test. And I was doing it while cooking, so, works out. If the 27 is freedom units, it is cold. Else it sounds fine. Yes, it is 27 in freedom units. Let's see. Miko Wolf, good morning. Watching on the flat screen today. Cool. Yeah, we're back out here. Apparently, everybody wanted to look at a Hoppe lock. Forget what the other options were. Just gonna pull that up real quick. Put it up to a poll. And let's see. Yeah, out of 8 votes, 63 people said they wanted to see, wanted to take apart a Hoppe lock. 13% said random picking, and 25% said make something. So, yeah, glad I have a Hoppe lock to take apart. Anyway, no, I knew I'd have that if I put it on the poll. It's something that I've got. Just wasn't real sure what to do sometimes, so it's nice to have some feedback. Figure out what we're gonna go over if I don't have anything specifically planned out. I did find the piece of the E-Plex that went flying yesterday, and I posted a clip of that particular clip. Posted that on Twitter. That kind of surprised me. Sent it to the boss, and he just replied with a bunch of, laughing my ass off emoji. Sent it to the other locksmith that works with us, Marie, and she said, "Did you pee yourself a little when that happened?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think I did." It startled me a bit. But anyway, it was fun yesterday. I did find it. It was just sitting right back here behind the computer. So I have all of those parts in a box. It is a puzzle to put back together. And then I also have the other one that's still together down here. I may try to do a factory reset on that one day and go over the programming on it. Just, if anything, just so I can get a feel for programming them. In case if I need to, on the job or something, I can know how to program them from scratch. I still really don't like them. As far as installation, is just a couple, just a few holes, really. Depending, if you're doing the cylindrical, you would have your through bore to go, to hold the latch hub and all that stuff. And then you would have one, two, three, four, like four extra holes to pass through the electro bolts and the bottom mounting screws. The mortise ones, basically the same thing. You have your mortise pocket, and then your through bore for allowing the spindles to hook into the body. But anyway, it was pretty cool yesterday. I enjoyed it. Let's look at the chat real quick. Let's see. Brian Field, Night Wolf. I see Miko and Night Owl. So, Night Owl, good morning. Miko Wolf, good morning again. Since I started saying your name again. Let's see. Okay, Dana, what did you want to see? Rune says he wanted to see me make something with super glue. One day I'll break out the super glue. I'm not sure what I'm going to do it for yet. I may actually, I may try to recreate my experiment that I did a while back, but I've got to get the right needle and syringes to be able to do that. And I know you wind up on some sort of watch list when you buy those, but who cares? But yeah, that would be kind of cool to repeat. Probably what I'll do is set it up like a day ahead of time. That way the glue actually has time to cure. I don't know like how to do a video clip of showing that setup and then play it back on live. I know Jason has tried to do that and he has issues with that, but anyway, Kurt O, good morning. Brian Field voted for Hoppe because he doesn't know what one is. Well, we're going to look. Alpha Centauri, Guten Tag. Let's see. Pocket Women, good to see you back. I guess it's another late night for you. All the way down under. Wanted to torment me by making me come up with something to make. Okay. Yeah. One day, maybe next week we'll do that. Maybe I'll make something next week. Let's see here. Mechanical simplex models are less touchy than the E-plex. Yeah. Night Owl, I really just don't like either one of them. I mean, the E-plex is good because it does allow you, I had a question yesterday, but it does allow you to program in date and time. It has an internal clock. And I really wish that the Schlage CO100 had that for a variety of reasons. But, and because the CO100's pretty good lock. It's easy to install once you got it all put together. It's a good lock. It's a pain in the ass to install, but it's a good lock. The E-plex doing all the number sequence and everything, and of course I guess the Schlage too. And the E-plex, the one that I took apart yesterday, it does actually, I meant to mention it yesterday, but the little red square right there, or rectangle right there, is actually an infrared sensor. So you can get the software and have a laptop, and then you have a little infrared dongle that you can hold in front of it and program it that way, instead of sitting there punching in number sentences one after the other. So I mean, it is what it is. No super glue, Tim, is not allowed. Let's see. Let's look. Hobby needles with no point. Huh. I'll have to look for that, Brian. That'd be cool. Let's see. All right, so I really don't know much about Hoppe locks. They are Basically, this is it. Just keeps going and going and going. This one is not in perfect working order, but we're going to take it apart and get the gist of it. These are used in like patio doors, French doors leading to the outside. They are multi-point locks. You have to be very specific when you order them. There's a whole order sheet where you have to give measurements, back set measurements, lower, rail measurements, top rail measurements. There's one that you can cut to customize it, but it's not very forgiving when you cut it. We actually see a lot of these. Marie, the other locksmith in the shop, she does a lot with these. She's about the only one that messes with them. I've been trying to stay away from them, but I guess it's time to take one apart and see what's going on with it. But basically, being a multi-point locking system, you have your regular latch right here. Of course, you have a kind of a dead latch feature there, and then in here's actually a bolt for like a deadbolt feature. On the back, you have the springs to accommodate the, where is it? There we go. That's like where one of the lower bolts would be. I don't think it has all of the bolt on there, but basically what you can do is turn the handles, like lift the lever and it'll lock it, or push it down and it unlocks it. You can lock and unlock it from the outside with a key. They do take profile cylinders. So this is one of the locks that you'll see a profile cylinder in here in the US. You see profile cylinders in storm doors as well. But storm doors and locks that are like this, multi-point locks, they use profile cylinders. So let's see. Let's look at the chat real quick. Whitco is usually a good lock for screen doors. Okay. Pocket Women, I'll have to check out that video. But all right, let's get the camera turned around here. So bear with me for a second. Think might be able to do it from this angle. Really need to order a new magic arm and boom arm. Yes, I know I complain about that every week. There we go. I do like having this little light up here. The roller is complete. That isn't the bolt itself, but rather a mechanism to ensure that the door is fully aligned before the bolts can be thrown. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you, Nido. Yeah, like I said, I really don't know a whole lot about these. I just want to take one apart. You can see, of course, that's where the profile cylinder would go. And turning, I don't have a key for this cylinder, but trying to turn the thumb turn, and it's not throwing anything, so we're going to look inside and see why that is. But let's take the track off. And it uses both Torx and it has a Phillips head screw in here. Yeah, a lot of storm doors use something like this. It may not be a full multi-point system, but it's normally some sort of mortise body that holds a profile cylinder. So let's see. I think I see why our bolt isn't throwing. It could just be the cylinder that I had. Let's take these screws out here of the case. I know Jason did a video on his channel about installing these or something like that. And I've watched it a couple times, but it's been a while. All right, so I just blew something up. Let's see, where did that go? I have no clue where that went. I don't think it went there. So that's got a track for something. There I am, blowing stuff up again. Let's see. This was easy to find, though. Here's the spring for that. I think that was the spring for that. Yeah, something like that. All right, let's look. Might need something to simulate a handle and spindle. Okay. See what I might be able to use this knob. It looks like, yeah, this spring I think goes up here, maybe. Right. That seems like it would go in there. Let's look here. That's what makes it fun. Yeah. Yeah, shooting springs everywhere. Let's see. Hey, Kevin. Good morning. Good to see you around. See, yeah, Anthony, they're we call them profile cylinders or Euro cylinders. Yeah, Brian, this is actually a Schlage keyway, but it does have the set screws on the top, so that allows you to repin it very easily. And normally with those, they're off like half a cut or something. Like they're normally off by about 0.003, either plus or minus 0.003. So just keep that in mind if you are repinning them. That you need to go one chamber at a time to make sure that you have the correct depths. Let's see here. All right. So this would be okay. So there's. Let me pull this out of the way here for a second. So y'all maybe saw that? You can turn and lock or unlock that. That will throw the upper and lower bolts just by turning the handle. So you would have a lever or knob, and that one's too big. I think my screwdriver's too small. But basically you would turn that, you'd like lift the lever up, and that would lock it into position. And have everything locked in place. And then, I guess that would be your outside. Take a picture. Yeah, Anthony, I'll rewatch this one. Yeah, Rune, that would be pretty cool. I mean, especially if you're taking locks apart like that all the time that have flying springs. Definitely having a jig that you can set things up and make sure that they don't fly apart. So let's put. I guess that would be for rehanding. And then spring would go in behind here. Looks like a good spring to go in there. I've never ever taken one of these apart before, so I really have no clue what I'm doing. Let's see, that would go there. And then I'm assuming this spring goes up over top of that notch there. Maybe. Probably not. No. It's too stiff to go up over that far. But anyway, you can see. Let's see if we can take this off. Is my bit the right size for that? I just want to take the stuff apart on this just to see what's in there, see what could fail. Does that come off? Nope. All right. Let's look down here. So here's the deadbolt, and that's what your profile cylinder would hit. So your actuator come up like this, throw your bolt, which would deadbolt it in place. And then to retract it, it would catch that, retract the bolt, and then are you able to unlatch it? No. But I wonder, take that out, take this out. Let's look at that. So yeah, if your bolt was extended, you wouldn't be able to lift up to disengage the other points. There's got to be some sort of free egress. I mean, I'm probably wrong by thinking, but you would think that that you would have one motion egress with these, meaning that, from the inside you could just push down on the lever to exit and you would be out, instead of having to stop and retract the deadbolt and then lift the levers. Didn't need those anyway. That's interesting. Let's see. There's a gear. What's that gear for? What's that gear for? Let's look here. Let's look in the chat, see what I'm missing. Let's see, Miko Wolf Sister, good morning. That in clear plastic bags in case there's a spring explosion. Pocket women, that's a really good idea. Take something apart so it's all contained. Let's see. Keep making disassembly videos and end by saying, assemble in the reverse order. Good morning, HKS. Yeah, it is overbuilt. I'm just trying to figure out how that would work. I mean, could be that the reason why, yeah, this would be, I don't think those gears are supposed to look quite like that. I think that's where our problem is. Look at how rounded out those gears are. Yeah, that definitely needed to be replaced. But I still wonder what that part does. Somebody's probably explaining it to me right now. There's a spring back in here. That might be why it's not coming off easily. There we go. All right, so that spring, what does that spring do? So that was sitting right there, actually like that. Okay, so it was powering this. Man, that's a really, really tight spring. I don't see what that... I don't see what that was rubbing against or moving. Unless if it's like a retractor thingy. Like to return, like a return spring or something. But without it engaging the gears, I can't really see. Let's see. Put some spring tension on the handle, and you tension the spring by rotating the hub. Maybe. Because this little Farfanugit was here, and it rides those gears as well. Like it has, see, it has gears there, which mesh with the gears on this plate. And it did have a spring behind it, so it would lock into place. And then this thingamajig here was, I think it was somewhere down here though. I think it was actually, where was it down here? Is it like that? Yes, there we go. So there that was. That looks like a good pocket for a spring. Maybe this was a guide of some sort to go up. Yeah, that's where that went. Why the hell would that be on there? Why would that spring move that way? It wouldn't. So this is locked in. That's weird. I know I didn't like these for some reason. Yeah, that definitely sits in there. And then yeah, this like this. And that there. Man, that seems like a crappy design. I don't know what the hell that does either. Huh. Interesting. And there's your latch. It goes up here. And that would go... Let's see, this spring goes in here. I think it's that spring. Huh. And then we have some extra parts. That would go there. So that's the shorter end. Maybe, yeah. Damn if I know. Let's see. Let's look here. Let's look in the chat. The new auto dialer uses microphones to manipulate the lock. It says it's down to 2 hours to open. Huh. That's interesting. We don't have any auto dialers or anything like that, but I'm hoping to learn enough about safes to where maybe the boss will invest in some tools like that. That'd be pretty cool. Yes, Pocket Women, cats come before Locksport. Yeah, Rune, the tight spring, I mean, that gear really was eaten up. I mean, you can see that. I hope you can see that anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's just completely grooved in there. I mean, that's horrible. And it's got a limit, so I guess that would come back to retract. There I go, blowing stuff up again. That would come up, retract that, and then the spindle would continue its motion and pull that back to retract the latch. Tell you one thing, I'm going to save some of these springs out of this. Let's see. Good morning, Gumby. Dana, no, I'm just shooting springs everywhere again. Yeah, Rune, that's what I'm thinking. When you rotate the hub, it pulled up by the heavy spring. Okay. Get your trash can ready. Yep. 2 lives in a row, Locks and Y. Yes, for sure. We got to quit meeting like this. People start to talk. Oh, well, they can join in too. Yeah, get the trash can ready. Yep. see. Yeah, hooray for load-bearing zinc castings. Yep. Yeah, so I think that, I mean, obviously in the field, you wouldn't try to repair this or even take the case off of it just to see what's inside. You would just order a new one, basically. Yeah, that's why I really don't ever want patio doors. If I ever get a house that can have such doors, I really don't want them. Just because I don't want to have to deal with a lock like this on it. They're a pain. So we can do that. There's that. Spring. Is it this spring goes in there? Yeah. Spring goes in there. There's no way that spring hooks up around there. No way. That looks like it goes right there. And that goes there. And then this goes back down here. Like that. Snaps into place over that. Cool. And you touch it in the slightest and everything blows up. Well, we're going to recycle the springs out of this for sure. It's always good to have some good springs around. And then the rest of this is going in a trash can somewhere. Somebody else can pull it out. Let's see. Upper position is the resting position, the right side pin. Get into action when you turn it counterclockwise. Yeah. Yeah, because it's weird. Night Owl can help me out with this. But like you pull it up to lock. So that would put downward pressure on that plate, which of course goes in both directions to hook the bolts. Whether it's a shoot bolt or hook bolt or straight bolt or whatever they have. There's like a million different options depending on whatever door it's installed in. So you'd have all that. You pull straight up to lock it, and then to unlock it and exit, you push straight down and push forward. But I guess my question is, if you throw the deadbolt, does this retract it, or do you have to work the thumb turn in order to retract the deadbolt from the inside? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, zinc screws suck. See, storm door broke, load bearing zinc. Fix was JB Weld and a door hook. Yeah, Brian, I don't think this is going into any recycling. Customer the other day had narrow style aluminum storefront doors and Adams Wright deadbolts for their patio doors. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, actually, because you could do the push paddle on the inside. I always have one motion egress. I don't know, was it like a storefront type narrow style door for their patio door, or like somebody just took an aluminum frame door and put it in the patio? Because that's actually a pretty good idea. Okay, so they are normally set up to where you have single motion egress from the inside. Okay. Yeah. Just some springs left to this. Yeah, that makes sense. Just to do like an Adams right in a patio door. I can do some Adams right stuff. All right. Sorry, you guys. Moving this around a little bit. There we go. All right. Storefront style double door. Huh. I mean, would I want a storefront style door for my patio? I mean, I don't even have a patio, but just if I did, would I want something like that? I'm not sure that I would. I mean, it would work. It'd be easy to work on. But I don't think the aesthetics would be that great. Huh. Just putting a shower curtain on your next home. Locks are for honest people. Well, it's like I say. If somebody wastes all the time and effort to break into my house, they're going to be sorely disappointed. I mean, out here in the shop, I've got more stuff, but it's mostly junk too. I hate to say it, but inside I really don't have anything. I've got a television that half works, and an iPad, washer and dryer, some cookware. That's about it. Really don't have a whole lot inside. I mean, what I do have is to where I've got it put where somebody can't easily grab it. But yeah, I mean, this, yeah. Yeah, that would be tricky to get into if the active door sagged. Shotguns are for burglars. Yeah, one of those too. They will take your cat. If they took the cats, they'd bring them right back. I mean, pretty sure because they've been a bunch of little buttholes the last couple days. Yeah. Brian, yeah, my mom and dad, I think they only lock their door still when they're both going to be gone for a while. They don't live out in the country, but yeah, I mean they're not in an area where you lock your door all the time. Me personally, I lock my door as soon as I walk through it. I mean, I'm not locked in the shop out here, but I do keep my door shut and locked. You don't need the best locks, just better than the neighbors. Yep. That's for sure. And make your house look less appealing. I mean, if it looks like it has expensive stuff in there, then people are going to want to get in it. I mean, my neighbors are, side by side. We're not like California spacing where it's 5 feet between houses, but there's not really any obstructions at all between, the neighbors seeing the doors and windows to my house. And then, of course, the front of the house faces right out on the street. You can see it pretty clearly. So if somebody tries to go in through the front door, they're going to be doing it in full view of everybody who drives up and down. If you're on the side trying to get in that way, I mean, the neighbors are going to be sitting there watching long enough to call somebody. So, you know, yeah, Dana, that is definitely what they do. Um, so that's about it with this Hoppe lock. Still not impressed. Still don't really want to learn about them. I mean, I know I'll learn as I go, but, you know. Yeah, pocket women. The cats. The cats did like some turkey yesterday. I gave them a few little morsels, and they liked it. Um, Everyone, including thieves, are always doing risk-reward calculations. Yes, very true. Brian, the only thing about you is my logs and log sports. Yeah. I mean, I mean, okay, yeah, this is a mess. One day, I am gonna have another shop cleaning because it is time for it. I'm getting more and more junk every day. And we're gonna clean out the shop again, like we did that one day. Um, get some stuff organized. I'd like to get some more shelves. And the big cabinet over there in the corner, that thing, I gotta get a home for that. Because I don't use it. I don't have a need for it. It came with the place, so if I can get that out of here, I can put some shelving up over there. But I want to repaint in here before I start doing any of that. I've got some ideas for some stuff that I want to do though. But I do just need to clean up the regular mess in here. You got to have a wolf in your house. Yeah, Miko, they would stay away if you had a wolf in your house. Good morning, Nate. I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, it must be something in the air with cats. When I get the new TV, put the hold in the new box and leave it on the front step. You know, actually, what I'll do is I'll just take the box. I'll probably take the old TV, bring it out here because the one that's out here is smaller and it's got circles everywhere. So you've got like 4 Death Stars floating around on the screen. The one that's inside is bigger, but you have 2 big vertical black lines in it. So I don't know. But definitely never put the box for your new television out with your trash. You set it out with your neighbor's trash. Or take it someplace and throw it away. But yeah, never advertise that you have it. And yes, if y'all smash the like button, I appreciate it. Doesn't give me any money. I don't get any money from this, so just helps suggest the video to other people. And other people who have never heard of this stuff or channel or interested in it, they can find it a little bit easier. So anyway, I would like to get some ideas for like some upcoming lives, some other stuff that y'all would want to see. I mean, obviously, if I can rescue stuff from the trash at work, I will, and I'll bring it in like I've been doing. But you know, as far as doing something that y'all would like to see, please let me know. I'll keep doing the little polls on the community page for my YouTube. May do some on Twitter as well, just to see. I'll try to remember to do the same thing in both places. That way I can keep things the same and get a good tally of votes and everything, or at least a good idea. And I do still have some ideas for some lives with other people. There's a couple that I really need to work on getting. Um, but I think if I can do that idea, it would be really, really cool. I'm not going to spoil it because obviously I have to make sure I can do it first. Um, but yeah, G Key Man, we're still here. I'm just kind of stretching it out a little bit because we got done tearing up that lock. Um, Setup keys, saw them on the CLK. Anthony, what I know as far as setup keys is, yeah, exactly what HKS said. They're factory cut keys. They're your pre-cuts. So like you get those with the brand new Schlage. Um, you get those is factory cut on factory blanks. So yeah, they're real nice to have because then it keeps you from having to take the step of cutting new keys. If you're doing a rekey, you can just reach in the box of pre-cuts, pull them out, and pin them. Pin your locks to that. Again, we use the blue punches for Schlage and Quickset. So if I'm on a rekey job and I look in the pin kit and I don't, I've got like 3 240 pins. 240 is what 5 in Quickset and a 4 in Schlage. So pretty common. Or is it 5 and 5? It's one of those. They're used between both. Can't remember right now. But anyway, if you're low on 240 pins, which they're used a lot, then I can punch out a key and avoid those cuts. So, like if I've got a lot of 7, 8, 9, and 4 pins for Schlage, I could punch out a key to that. Whereas if all I had were just pre-cut keys, then I would have to follow that binning. And if you're only doing like 2 locks, 2 or 4 cylinders, something like that, to rekey, it's not that big of a deal. It gives you time to go, get a refill for your pins before you go to the next job. But if you have to do, like 10 cylinders or something like that, then, and especially if you have repeating cuts. So, if you had 2, 4, 7, 5, 4, you're using 4 twice in there, or, if you do 2, 4, 7, 5, 4, 4, you again, you want to avoid that. So, you can cut out your own. Anyway, I'm rambling there. 4 and 5 in a 005 kit. Let's see. Yeah, Anthony, they're just OEM pre-cuts. Okay. I thought it was 4 and 5 for Schlage and Quickset. Or number 1 with the 4 master in a pinch. Yeah, you can do that. Of course, with Schlage, you don't have a number 1 master. You do it by 2. So, if you were out of 4s, you would have to use a 2 and then a 2 master. But yeah, basically you build it up to equal whatever the depth of that cut is. Let's see. Yeah, and rooms, right, without pre-cuts, you have to come up with random codes within your max, and hopefully not pick the same thing. I've heard of locksmiths using the same bidding. Like they would go through and do, 1 week they would use one bidding, unless if the places they were rekeying were right next to each other. they would use the same bitting. I've heard stories of that, and I really, really don't like that. That's not smart. Even if you change that one bitting every week or, every couple weeks, depending on how many jobs you do, it's not smart to do that. At the very least, yes, print off a random list of bittings. If you're punching out, or cutting out all of your keys to rekey, then just do a random list. I'm sure they're out there. It would be really cool to have an app that you could say, give me a random bitting, and it would come up with it that's in the max for whatever you're, cutting. So you could do Schlage 5-pin and hit go, and it would give you a random bitting, and you could just go by that. Or you can just kind of sit there and figure it out. But anyway, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and wind it up. I've been rambling for a while. We got done with that Hoppe lock pretty quick. Yeah, I'm not impressed by it. No, too much stuff to go wrong. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and wind it up. That way I can get to training and watching Jason at the same time. That'll be interesting. But anyhow, hope everybody's having a great weekend. I will also try to get through and watch some of y'all's videos. Thursday, originally, that was going to be my plan, to sit down and watch videos all day. Catch up on what I've been missing. But that didn't happen. Reuse, let's see. So far, never seen identical pre-cuts from Ruko, but yeah, Rune, actually this week, I think it was Monday, I had a swap out install. We were swapping out quickset hardware for Schlage, and the knobs were actually keyed alike already. And I know you can order them that way sometimes, but these were just too pulled off the shelf. And I went to go rekey it, and I pulled the pre-cuts out, and I looked, and I said, that's the same as this one, same bitting. And so I just had to rekey the deadbolt. Saved the customer some money by accident, but it worked out that way. Let's see here. Reuse the original key, cut a few depths different on a job. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could run these like these are 63475. So you could actually run these through a Blue Punch and do 64475, and just punch that one down, and it's gonna work just as good. Let's see here. Apps and websites that will generate random biddings for master key system. Use random. Okay, cool. Cool, Night Owl. Yeah, I'll have to look some of those up. Can't wait for Luboff number 4. I think the ultimate curse amongst locksmiths would be if you say, may all your locks be filled with graphite this week. That would suck. Let's see. Pocket Women, Jason should be on in about an hour. All right, Logs NY. Appreciate you coming by 2 days in a row. Let's see here. Let's drop 1, 2 step. Should be fine. Yeah. All right, folks. So we're going to go ahead and wind it up. I'm going to go wash all this zinc and whatever else is on there off of my hands. But appreciate you tuning in again. Everything, as far as I know, I should be live next Saturday as well, like always. So if you got any ideas, requests, suggestions, preferably that doesn't involve super glue. I really don't feel like super gluing myself together next weekend. Takes a while to get that off. And I'll see what I can find. I may post pictures of things that I think of during the week, maybe that I encounter, and I say, hey, this might be great to have on live. And then we'll kind of put it to a vote, maybe like Thursday or Friday, something like that. I don't know. Just trying to come up with ideas. But pumice soap for stocking stuffers. Yep. Some lava soap. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty, folks. Y'all, thank you again. Have a great weekend. Rest of your weekend. If you're here in the U.S., don't overdose on turkey. But I'm sure there are plenty of leftovers for everyone. So anyway, make the best of it. Enjoy your family. Even if it's only in tiny, tiny increments. Enjoy the people that you're around. And I guess we'll see you next Friday. So I'm not allowed to use super glue. Okay, I give up. No super glue. Anthony, thank you.